Chapter 18. Molly reached into the pocket of Ethan's crumpled jeans and pulled out a small rectangular object. It looked like a TV clicker. She dropped it onto the bed. "Why was this hanging out of Ethan's pocket?" Molly asked. I picked it up and rolled it around in my hand. It had at least a dozen red buttons on the front, but no words. No words anywhere on it. I pushed the top button. Then I gasped as Slappy began to move. He raised his head and laughed. "Weird," Molly said. "Push it again." I pushed the same button. Slappy raised his head and laughed again. "What's up with this?" I cried. I aimed the clicker at Slappy and pushed another button.
"I'm alive!"
the dummy screamed in its tinny rasp of a voice.
"Don't you get it, Brittney? I'm alive!"
I pushed another button.
"Don't ever snitch on me again,"
the dummy said in a whisper. I pushed it again.
"Don't ever snitch on me again."
My hand shook as I aimed the controller at Slappy and pushed another button.
"I don't like you, Brittney."
Ah! I let out an angry cry and heaved the clicker to the bed. "He did it again!" I screamed. "That creep Ethan did it to me again!" I grabbed up the jeans and threw them across the floor. I turned over the cheese doodles bag and emptied it on his keyboard. I knew I was totally losing it, but I couldn't control my fury. "He must be some kind of electronics genius," Molly said. "The dummy has a computer chip, right? Ethan recorded all those things it said. He deliberately did it all to scare you." It's so totally mean," I said, fighting back tears. "Ethan spilled the paint on that woman at Sunset House, and insulted those people, and ripped my poster in half. And he acted so frightened, like he didn't have any control over the dummy. All an act. All a stupid act." I tore at both sides of my hair. "Ah!" "I knew Ethan was trouble," I said. "But I never dreamed he was so mean and vicious." Molly climbed to her feet. "What are you going to do now?" I let out a long sigh. "I don't know." "Are you going to tell him you know what he did?" Molly demanded. "Are you going to tell your parents? Or are you going to wait a while and get your revenge?" "I don't know," I repeated, my mind spinning. A smile slowly spread across my face. "But I know one thing for sure, Molly. I'm going to get a good night's sleep tonight. No more reason to be scared. I'm never going to worry about that stupid dummy again." I felt a soft tap on my shoulder. "Huh?" I blinked. Another tap. I was having the nicest dream, but it vanished as my eyes opened. My brain slowly woke up. Yawning, I glimpsed my bed table alarm clock. It was 2:35 in the morning. I felt another tap on my shoulder, harder this time. Now I was fully awake. I rolled around and squinted into the darkness. "Ethan? What do you want?" And then I opened my mouth in a frightened cry. "Slappy!" The dummy lowered his grinning face. The big blue eyes locked on mine. His wooden hand shot out and grabbed my wrist.
"Thanks,"
he whispered in my ear.
"Thanks for waking me up, slave."